Yo, what's up guys? This limited item is literally worth 1 Robux. This item, a living art, a new president, dropped all the way down from 6,000 to only 23 Robux and is now nearly worth almost 1 Robux. If you look at the sales on this item, you can see that today it sold a bunch of times for only 1 Robux each. It started with a wrap of about 5,000, and then 6 hours ago people started selling it for 1 Robux, and slowly it just kept dropping after people kept selling it over and over again for extremely cheap, and it got down all the way to only 23 wrap on it. In total it sold 49 times for 1 Robux. And the thing is that it's not the only item. It also happened to this item, the pirate elf. This is actually a brand new limited item on Roblox, and somehow someone already started selling it for extremely cheap. This one also sold a ton of times for only 1 Robux. If you could see the sales chart, you'll see the exact same thing, where it sold 8 different times for only 1 Robux. It dropped from about 5k all the way down to only 2,000 Robux. But wait, there's more, because it also happened to this item, the Festive Bucket, and this item literally just came out today, and it's actually selling for a lot now. It's doing extremely well. But when it first came out, someone decided to sell it a ton of times for only 1 Robux. If you check out the sales, you can see starting here, it started to sell for 1 Robux 8 hours ago, and it just kept selling over and over again for 1 Robux. Every few minutes, someone would just decide to sell it for extremely cheap, and it just kept happening over and over again, to the point where this item was worth only like 2,000 Robux, all the way down from like 7,000. And in total, this one also sold for about like 50 times for 1 Robux. And there was even one other item that this happened to as well, where someone just kept selling it for really cheap. All of these items were sold for really cheap all today, and that's obviously really unusual. This has happened a couple times in the past, with this item called the Da Vinci Copter and the Crimson Katana of the Unsettling Sun. Both of these items dropped all the way down to 1 Robux, and basically the exact same thing happened to them, where they sold a bunch of times for only 1. This is the Crimson Katana, and you can see the sales here. It's pretty wild. All of these sales for 1 Robux. And at the time, this item was actually doing really good, selling for really high, and then someone decided to just start selling it for 1 Robux and absolutely killed the item. It went from 29,000 wrap all the way down to literally just 1 wrap. And same thing with the Da Vinci Copter. This item sold a bunch of times for 1 Robux as well, also happening like about a year ago. It started at 101k wrap, selling for 1 Robux over and over and over and over again. And eventually it got all the way down to just 1 Robux. So you guys are probably wondering why someone would do this. Like, wouldn't you just lose a ton of Robux if you decided to sell all your stuff for 1 Robux? Well, not exactly, because what I'm guessing happened is that someone is using a bot so they can instantly just snipe the item right after they put it up for 1 Robux. As you guys know, there's like a ton of different bots that people use to get items for extremely cheap. So basically someone will put it up for 1 Robux, and then 2 seconds later their bot will buy it and they'll instantly just get it on their other account. So they don't end up losing Robux, but the item still ends up crashing and doing terrible. And the reason why someone might want to do this is so that they can get the item for cheaper, because if it has a lower wrap, people might be willing to trade it for less or even sell it for less. And if they're doing a hoard or they just want a lot of the item, that makes it easier to do. If you guys actually own one of these items that recently this happened to, I don't think you guys should panic at all. I'm pretty sure that the items will get right back to where they started at. If you look at the Festive Bucket, for example, it's almost like it never even happened. This item is all the way back at 6.6k now, and it dropped all the way down to only 2k. And just a few hours later, it's back to normal, and it's like nothing happened to it. So if you have any of the other items that might still be low, I recommend you guys just wait it out. Don't panic trade them, don't panic sell them. Just wait, and the item will probably get back to where it was just after a few days or maybe a couple weeks. With the Crimson Katana and the Da Vinci Copter, the exact same thing happened. They just went right back to where they were before they actually got LPP'd. Even though this is really unusual, it is actually something that happens occasionally. So if it does happen to you, just keep that in mind. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace.